creating more harm than good in the world, because it's a dysfunctional relationship dynamic. So that, like you said, it can't really be fulfilled, but there's still that magnetic draw that will create the dynamic, that karmic dynamic, to learn certain lessons and to see the truth about where everyone's at in terms of how much they've healed the wounds and what can be co-created and rebirthed through that process. Do you find that in that archetype around that kind of black hole, or would say, I see it as like a soul fracture and a certain stage of the evolution of the soul. Like, do you find that you're able to get through to them to evolve that, or that it just collapses out because they're unwilling to change?
No, I only see people when they are either at the very beginning and they want to learn how to do something, or if they're at the very end and they've already seen the divorce attorney and they got to try one more time or try to heal themselves. When they're in those lifeboat situations, then they are very able to receive the message. If they think they still know what they're doing, let them do it. They will figure out when they're ready, and then I'll still be here. So that, but I believe that we can. It will always be there, but it can still be healed. Okay. Yeah. So the injury that happens to your body, it will be healed. That scar is still there. The event still exists. You still move differently. It still is painful when it rains, something like that. You still have these things that twinge at you because it's a soul wound, but it can heal. It's not so raw and open, and everyone is not salt.
Yeah.
So when you find a partner who is supportive of what it is that you're growing in your life, and they can contribute to that, because you do use people as mirrors, then you have a better recognition of yourself and where you're trying to grow. And so when I see people and they have, their deepest, darkest secrets, when they say that confession is good for the soul, it doesn't mean that you have to go to church and sit in a little tiny closet. The act of getting out what you are so scared to share. Because what if I'm not accepted? What if I am ostracized? What if I do, suffer because I expose this of myself, right? But then when you find someone else hears you, holds it, and accepts, this is you, this is what you've done. Two separate things, right? And so when you see that reflected in somebody else, and it's like, oh, I can still be acceptable. That moment is when they cry. And that moment is your soul has just broken open. And I mean, I got goosebumps just saying that. But when I see that happen, it is a different person that leaves my office. So